Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your great support always. I'm so grateful for your continued support to this channel. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. A push and a pull has erupted in ODM as leaders in ODM, some of them, they have decided to clash with Raila Odinga's daughter, Winnie Odinga. Yesterday, Winnie Odinga said that ODM party cannot be sold. That there are some individuals whom they are with them in party, meeting during the daytime, and during the night, they are planning to sell the ODM.
Nasikia kuna wengine ambao wanatembea nasi mchana lakini usiku wanajaribu kuuza hii chama. Haiwezekani. ODM was not born in a bedroom. It was not made in a bedroom. So its future will not be discussed as pillow talk. It has been the heartbeat of the Kenyan people for 20 years. ODM was born from protest. It was raised in resistance. And the people of ODM have time and time again bled, sweat, and shed tears for this country called Kenya.
And Winnie Odinga was so clear about those individuals who are planning to auction the ODM party to the government. You will be shocked today. John MBANDI, who is the CS of Treasury, has decided to clash with Winnie Odinga today in Mombasa.
There is one thing that I learned from Raila Odinga, that as you apply one strategy, you must blend it with another strategy. We have the strategy of going to the streets when things are bad, and we must go to the streets when things are bad. But Raila taught us one virtue, that there is also value in having discussion and a dialogue in boardrooms. Can I say this? For the people of Kenya to get independence, for the people of Kenya to get independence, they went to the streets, they fought with Wazungu, but finally they also went to Lancaster conference and sat in boardroom and negotiated independence for Kenya. Just allow me one more minute, please. The people of Kenya, for us to get the new constitution, people shed blood. People protested. We were beaten in the streets. But finally, we went to Bomas of Kenya. We went to Naivasha. We went to Kilifi and produced the constitution that we have today. And therefore, I want to speak to the people of ODM that you must respect your leaders. But we must also accept that Raila taught us to go to the street when it is necessary and go to the boardroom when it is necessary.
As he decided to respond to Winnie Odinga. And clearly you can tell who are these individuals trying to sell the ODM party for their own benefit. And I told you here, be careful with John MBANDI. Be careful with Opiyo Wandayi.
Ningependa wale viongozi wa chama ambao wamebaki waendelee kuunganisha wanachama na Wakenya wengine. La pili, political parties, lengo kubwa la chama cha kisiasa chochote ni kuunda serikali au kuchukua hatamu wa uongozi wa nchi. Ndio sababu mimi naunga ile uamuzi wa chama cha ODM ya kufanya kazi pamoja na chama cha UDA. Lazima wanachama wa ODM wafanye kazi na Wakenya wengine ili tusongeshe nchi mbele.
And be careful with some individuals behind the scene whom their work is to auction ODM for their benefit, for their own benefit. As if that is not enough, Kenyans, now everyone is giving his or her idea about what Winnie Odinga said. I've seen again Robert Alai and Millie Odhiambo clashing on this issue of Winnie Odinga. When Winnie Odinga said that some individuals are sleeping in bedrooms and boardrooms discussing how to auction the ODM party, Winnie never mentioned any name, but you will be shocked what Robert Alai said that made Millie Odinga to clash with Robert Alai. I want us to of course, go through what Millie Odinga and Robert Alai were, of course, they're clashing on. But before, ensure you like the video. When you like the video, you automatically support the work that I'm doing in this channel. Because sometimes you watch and you forget liking the video. So this is just a reminder. As you watch, please consider liking the video. Thank you so much for that like. Now, as I speak, this is what Robert Alai said. Millie Odinga, tafuta kazi ingine. Winnie Odinga said party leadership is sleeping with Ruto in bedrooms to sell the party. Who is sleeping with Ruto? Men or women? In fact, Winnie Odinga was attacking Governor Gladys Wanga, who is the only woman at the top of leadership of the party. How does she attack a fellow woman? And when responded then, she suddenly runs to your gender. I am happy the message reached home and the chief adler of the party has decided to respond. Now, Millie Odinga decided to respond as he's saying, or rather she's saying, Robert Alai, you are used to attacking women and getting away with it. Winnie Odinga did not attack Governor Gladys Wanga, and so quite trying to pit one against the other. You are in fact the only implicitly attacking Wanga. I can assure you, my brother, I can be equal petty when it comes to defending women. It is exactly 1 month since Winnie lost her dad. It is uncouth and uncultured to attack her. But then again, why will I expect you to understand? Bring it on. I am waiting. That is what Millie Odinga is telling Robert Alai. Now, this pull and push in ODM party, I want you to understand today whatever is happening in ODM. We have a team that believe that singing and joining William Ruto choir, that is the only duty that ODM party remains with. In other words, their duty is to sing Ruto Totam. And these individuals who are singing Ruto Totam, or they are forcing some individuals, majority members of ODM, to join the Ruto's choir or Totam, they are having positions in this government. One of them is John Mbadi, who is speaking carelessly and recklessly. And by the way, I think before even the 2022 general election, Mbadi threatened to leave the ODM if he was not going to be given the leadership of ODM. And so Mbadi has no audacity to lecture people how ODM should support William Ruto. On this side, we are having people like Wandai. I've seen some people saying that Wandai can be a kingpin. Siju from Luo Nyanza. How? Kuna some people even doesn't understand who is Opiyo Wandai. Today, these are individuals who are lecturing the people of Nyanza and ODM how they must support William Ruto. Why? Because they are protecting their jobs. And I want you to be very keen. These individuals does not have good intention to ODM or the people of Nyanza. It is about them and it is about them. And so they want the people of Nyanza, to join them blindly, just to support and protect their jobs. And I can tell you for a fact, and the reality be told, people like John Mbadi, Opiyo Wandai, they have no audacity to lecture the people of Nyanza whoever to support. And by the way, if I'm not wrong, Winnie Odinga today has said, the time has come that they must have the NDC of the people to decide whoever they want.
To the matter of this broad-based government, the people of ODM entrusted one person with the management of that relationship. And that person was Baba Raila Amolo Odinga. That relationship is complicated. And therefore, we are looking and we are wondering, those that are taking it upon themselves to manage it now, are they capable of managing that relationship? I don't think that is a question for me to answer. That is a question for the people of ODM to answer. And party leader is why I'm requesting we need to go back to the people and have an NDC and see who the people want to pick to manage that same relationship.
These caretakers who are now controlling the so-called broad-based the way they want it, is not going to work. Winnie Odinga is saying, the time has come that everything must be taken back to the people. Let the people decide. Let the people decide. The statement of Winnie Odinga is not being received well by these auctioneers, these sellouts, and by the way, we have even some ODM rebels that even Raila Odinga hawakuwataka ODM mpaka siku alikufa. No wonder they are wasting that. That is the reality. You disagree, agree with Winnie Odinga. We have some individuals who want to auction the ODM party for just their own benefit. When you see people like James Orengo are saying no, and Anyang' Nyong'o, they are saying no to William Ruto. The same Winnie Odinga. We are having Ruto Odinga. We are having Oburu Odinga, the same thing. It is only two people who are in the government coming from Nyanza. And by the way, it is John Mbadi who is parading Nyanza as if we've never had CSS before. Kwani hao wengine walikuwa nyani? Hao wengine walikuwa mapera? Let Mbadi say that it is his first time being the CS. Hiyo inakubalika. Lakini kuambia watu wa Nyanza, at least the first time Nyanza is having CS. Then you're joking with history. We had CSS long time ago. People like James Orengo, they were ministers of lands. I know some individuals will start arguing saying, minister na CS ni tofauti. Come on. That time we were calling them ministers. Today we are calling them CSS. Cabinet ministers. It's like building a house ya matope na unaweka rough cast. Itabaki tu kuwa nyumba, itabadilika kuwa choo. So these individuals washaonekana. Kuna watu hapa chini ya maji. Watu ODM hapa kazi yao ni kupeleka tumbo yao serikalini. And I told you here, I cannot be fooled by John Mbadi or Opiyo Wandayi. It is their time to eat. Let them not make noise for us. Let them work. In fact, they were given those jobs as experts. Let them make change. Let them not shout. In fact, it is not a time for CSS to make, of course, to engage in politics. And the law is very clear. But still, William Ruto has dispatched them to come and confuse ODM. I want to warn ODM. If you are not serious with handling ODM, I can tell you, William Ruto is in a mission. He is in a mission to ensure that ODM party is going to be no more come 2027. But at least, kuna ile ka life tunaona, at least kuna watu macho inaanza kuona. And by the way, let me tell people like Robert Alai and Mbadi, who are playing with Winnie Odinga. Winnie Odinga. Winnie Odinga. Muangalie tu hivyo. This girl is going to give these people a sleepless night. Winnie Odinga is not going to leave anything undone. Remember, amekuanga akitembea na Raila. Wakati wa demonstration anatembea na Raila kama bodyguard. Wakati watu karibu wawawe pale Maradaima, Nairobi. Uliona, Winnie Odinga alikuwa na Raila. Demonstration zote, Winnie Odinga amekuanga na baba yake. Every meetings, Winnie Odinga amekuwa na baba yake. Hata wakati Raila alikuwa naenda anakufia India, Winnie Odinga was there. There are things that Winnie Odinga knows better than John MBANDI, who is taking his stomach in this punitive government. Are you getting me? In fact, it is Raila that even gave this individual strength. Now coming out to lecture the people of Nyanza. How? They're the first Luos occupying those positions. In fact, there was a video of Sam Atandi, the member of parliament of Alego Usonga, who claimed in parliament, before he was given the position of chair of budget committee in the National Assembly, he claimed that Ndini Nyoro, when he was the chairperson of budget committee, he was carrying all the money taken to Kiharu constituency. And that is why several schools are having tiles and cabros. We told John MBANDI, okay, not John MBANDI, we told Atandi, okay, you're talking. So now you're the chairperson of budget committee. Hata we beba pesa peleke, Alego Usonga. Ama hakikisha these monies are being divided equally among these members of parliament. Today, is Atandi working? Atandi is just wasting his time going to gym, showing us his chest, how he's building up. Atandi is just making noise in our ears. Ruto must be 2-term. He's just wasting a lot of his time telling us that ODM cannot have a strong presidential candidate, that cannot have a presidential candidate, and they are not prepared. If you want to see people are now running mad because of just testing power, just imagine they are now in power. Hiyo wamedandia tu kama caretakers. Just imagine theirs. Watakwambia, leta sahani tunakojelea sahani yako. I want to tell you today, these individuals who are making noise for 2 terms, 3 terms, 4 terms for William Ruto, John MBANDI, Opiyo Wandayi, akina Atandi, be careful. Munamalizwa kisiasa and you don't know. Luos are not stupid and they're no fools. Mulisema that the politics of the Republic of Kenya is tribal. Now ailetea muelewe. Ukiona Luos pia wamenyamaza si wajinga. Wanawaangalia. Vile hii watu wanawabeba kama ufala. And the time is coming that what Winnie Odinga is saying will come to be vindicated. What James Orengi is saying will come to be vindicated. What Ruth Odinga is saying will come to pass. I know some individuals might not understand what I'm saying, but these individuals whom I'm naming them, they are against this punitive government. They are saying, okay, let us make ODM be strong first. Let us ensure we are going to have more members of parliament. Let us have a presidential candidate. The aim of a party is to have the government. Are you getting that? Then that will make them have political bargaining power that will give them strength. How will you bargain if you are going to lose the 86 members of parliament you are having of yours? Because Sam Atandi is saying ODM cannot produce a presidential candidate. Kwani hao wengine ni mnyani wako kwa ODM. We have several strong people there. Na mkiona hakuna, basi tupeeni Winnie Odinga. Winnie Odinga sukume hii watu. Yes, kama wanaume wameogopa pale, upatieni Winnie Odinga asukume hii watu. I can tell you for a fact, that lady is a Raila Odinga. Another is just a version of Raila Odinga. It's just that she is Winnie Odinga. And I can tell you, if God is going to give us life, that young lady, Winnie Odinga, is going far. I've seen it. I've seen it. And you see, hawa anaenda kuvurugana na hii watu. Wale ma auctioneers, hawa ma sellers, hawa ma conmen. Ngoja utaona vile watavurugwa pale. They think Winnie Odinga is just light like that. Najua hata wengine watasema kwa comment section kwani Winnie ni nani. Just watch this space. What do you think, Kenyans? Drop your opinion at the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much because of your great support. Please consider subscribing, liking, commenting, and sharing this video till you meet in another video.